Hey guys, Noah here. So today I'm filming a plant tour and I'm really excited for this because I feel like I can watch this back, 6 months from now, a year from now, when all my plants are a lot bigger and fuller and maybe I have a bunch of new plants. So that's kind of why I wanted to do this video. But also, of course, people have been asking like, how many plants do you have? How do you keep so many alive? What do you have? So I'm doing this for you guys, but I'm really excited. So right now we are in my bedroom. So I'm going to get started on showing you all the plants in my bedroom first. I didn't do like a deep clean in my apartment, so it might be a little bit messy, so I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna start off in my bedroom because that's where we are right now, and I'll take you guys along and show you all my plants. Right, so pretty much to the right of my mirror, I have this shelf right here, and I love this shelf. I got it from CB2. I actually, as you could see, have some space right there to put some more plants, so and I don't need to have my son's toy right there. So I've got some space for some new plants, so that's always exciting. But let's get started at the top. On the left here, I just have this spray painted mason jar with a succulent. I don't even know what succulent that is, to be honest, but I just think it's cute, and like the color, the purple, it just vibes well with my decor up here. So right next to it, I have my pride and joy, my begonia maculata. I absolutely love this plant. Her leaves are just so beautiful. I've been trying to research like where the new growth is gonna come from. This leaf is pretty new, and then this baby leaf right here is new, and then this one's the newest one that it has. So I feel like it's got a lot of good new growth, and once it continues to grow, I'm actually going to propagate it, and that'll be exciting because then I can have multiples since it's my favorite. She's in the nursery pot still. I haven't decided like what kind of pot I want her to be in, so that's why. Right next to her, I have my Pilea peperomioides, and this one I recently got at Trader Joe's. I don't know if you guys have seen my Trader Joe's plant haul video, but I will link it right here. I love this one just because I need to clean the leaves, they're really dirty, but she's just super full, and she's got a ton of new growth in the middle right there, as you could see. She did have some pups that I already removed and created propagations that I'll show you guys soon, but yeah, I love that. So yeah, on the second shelf right here, I don't really have many plants, I just have some books, but right here I have my Hoya Jade wax plant, and as you could see, she's got a ton of roots. She's outgrowing this little container that she's in. I did hear that they like to be root bound, so I'm not rushing to repot her. I think I'm gonna keep her in this for a while actually. I got it from Hertz. If you haven't seen my Hertz plant haul, I will link it right here. I just think she's so cute. I love the little speckles on her leaves, and yeah, I just have her right there. And I don't know if I mentioned, but right above here I have a east facing window, so this doesn't get direct light ever really. It's pretty much always like indirect light, and then there's also a south facing balcony window, so a lot of light comes through there. So this area does get plenty of good sunlight. So on the third shelf, I have my little terrarium. I got this from IKEA. If you haven't seen, sorry I keep plugging everything, but I did make a video going shopping at IKEA and getting a bunch of plant decor. So if you haven't seen that, I will link it right here. But that's where I got this, and I like to keep my plants that need high humidity in here. So on the left, I have my Calathea vittata, and I really like this one a lot. I got it from Hertz, and it's got a new leaf unrolling. The leaf on the right I don't think made it through shipping, so I'm gonna have to cut that off at some point, but besides that, she looks really good. Right next to that, I have my Pilea mollis, and this plant has just the funkiest leaves. I'm absolutely obsessed with this one. I can't say it's my favorite, but it's one of my favorites, you know what I mean? And then to the right of that, I have my Fittonia, and love this plant as well. Super adorable, super fun to watch grow. Even since I've had it, it's grown a lot. So I really love that plant. So that's that. And then to the right, I have a philodendron sellum. I had this plant in my living room and it was just not doing well. I did have to cut a bunch of the leaves off because I think it wasn't getting enough sun and they died out. But ever since moving here, I do have some new leaves unrolling, one here, one back here. So I'm really happy, and that tells me that this is a good spot for it. I think it gets enough sunlight. It's actually getting like really big. I feel like it looks kind of weird here, but it's doing well here, so I'm gonna leave it. And then right here is my Monstera deliciosa. I just brought it back in from outside. I've been trying to dry out the soil because I overwatered it. But yeah, it's still looking pretty good, and I'm hoping that I didn't kill it by overwatering it. So we'll see what happens, and I have quite a few videos on this plant as well. I will link below. So then if you go this way on my nightstand, I have my Dieffenbachia, and this is just a regular one. I don't know what happened to this leaf. Maybe I overwatered or underwatered, I'm not quite sure, but this plant doesn't do that amazing, but it does have a lot of new leaves unrolling, like right there, and you know, a bunch coming out. So I think it's doing decent. I just don't know why all the leaves die off so fast. This one's dead, I gotta trim it. Besides that, I do like the look of it. I love the coloration of this one big leaf, so I'm hoping this big leaf lasts a long time. So then if you go above my little area right here, I have two plants, and let me try to get up there to show you guys closer. By the way, look at this construction going on next door. This building is probably going to be so tall that I won't get any light here, so I don't know what I'm going to do when that happens. But right here I have my Ruby Cascade, and when I got it, it did not cascade at all. Like none of these were long or trailing, and some of them are super long, and they've got this beautiful red underside. So this is like one of my favorite plants just because of how well it's been growing. I don't know, it's just so cute. And then right there I have just a little sad Marble Queen propagation. It's just pretty much got one, you know, propagation in there. So I gotta add more to that soon. I'm currently propagating more leaves, but I do have this whole curtain rod in my bedroom specifically for plants. Like I don't plan on ever putting a curtain there because my bed's in the way. So I do need to get some more plants to fill up the space. I also have this hanging hook in the corner with a macrame that needs a plant in it. I used to have a plant in it, but it got too big for the hook. So I'm currently in the market for some new plants, which is probably not the best thing because I've been buying so many plants lately, but yeah, that's why that's empty. Right here I have my giant elephant ear plant, and this is the plant that kind of started it all, the plant that got me super addicted to plants. It's just so beautiful. The leaves are ginormous. They're always so healthy, very easy to take care of. It does well here because it doesn't really get much light, I would say. It does get some, but it's always indirect. When we had this closer to the window, it did not do well. I think that they don't like too much direct sunlight, so this is a really good spot for it. And this is the newest leaf, which I love. It just unrolled, and then it's got like, I think I'm gonna have to separate it soon because it's just getting super crazy and big. Look at this. Like sometimes when I walk by, I have to like move a leaf, and it's like touching our bed, so yeah, gotta work on that soon. And over here we have my dresser, and just not really many plants up here. I just have this snake plant which I propagated, so I'm pretty happy with this one, and then just some propagations, pothos propagations, and then just two little cactuses. That's pretty much it. So I actually have more space up there for some plants, so I'm in the market for more plants, like I said. So I exit my bedroom, you come to my living room right here, and I have a bunch of plants right here. You have a ton of succulents right up here that I got at Trader Joe's. If you haven't seen that video, I will link it. But that's what I have just above my TV. And then right here, I have a macrame 3-plant hook, and I'll tell you guys what I have on here. This is my Peperomia obtusifolia. I love this plant. It's been growing upwards, and it's really cute to watch. I think it needs to be watered soon. Actually, no, it's fine. But I like this one a lot. Super rubbery leaves, just beautiful plant. Over here I have my spider plant. This one I got because I'm really excited to see it get like big and have those little spider babies. I can't wait to see that. And up there I have a cretin break, I believe is what it's called. And I just like the leaves, they're funky looking. One of my plans for this is to get 3 pots that are the same so that it'll look more cohesive, but right now that's just how it's looking. Over here I have my pothos propagation. So all these leaves were propagated off this mother pothos plant, so I'm very proud of this. I'm actually going to be selling it, but right now I'm just enjoying it because I love how full it is. Everything, literally everything on here has new growth. Like there's new growth right there. This is a brand new leaf. Like just every day I look at it and there's like a ton of new growth, and it's been trailing super long. Both those leaves down there are new, and you know, there's a new leaf. Like it's just thriving over here. So I'm really, really happy with this one, and I kind of don't want to let it go, but I will eventually, just because I have, you'll see, like a million pothos plants, which I don't need. On my windowsill, I just have a little propagation box with sphagnum moss and some stuff propagating. Over here, I have a sad plant that I had to cut back. This was a maidenhair fern, I believe. I did cut it back, so I don't know if anything's gonna happen, but we will see. And then to the right of that, I have this croton, and I got this plant today from a friend. She had hers, and she says she doesn't get much light in her apartment, so it was dying. As you can see, these leaves right here are pretty much dead, but then the rest of it looks really, really good. So I took over, and I'm going to try to revive it, and we'll see what happens. I do have some work to do, but I put it here to try to get some sunlight since it hasn't had any in a while, and I will fertilize it, and I will also mist it. So I'll keep you guys updated on this guy. It's looking good so far. I think it's actually getting too much light up there. I'm gonna move it down here for now. All right, so right here I have my plant stand with some of my favorite plants, I would say. Right here is a caladium that I got at Trader Joe's. I love it. It's super big and full, tons of new growth unrolling. All of these leaves are brand new, and it's just so beautiful. The color, like the pink color, I love that. Right next to it, might be one of my favorite plants. I keep saying that, but this is my Stromanthe Trio Star, and I just think it's so beautiful. Look at this red underneath. I just am obsessed. It's so, so, so cute, and I love any pink plant. So you'll see, like, a lot of my favorite ones are like ones that have pink in it. I don't know why, I just love it. Over here, I have my fiddle leaf fig, or Ficus lyrata. A lot of people do have trouble with this plant, which I have not had any trouble with it yet, but I recently repotted it because I did have it in a much bigger pot, which I was worried it could get root rot, so I repotted it into this, and it's been doing really well ever since. I do think it might be getting too much sunlight, so I may be moving it because I did have it somewhere else and it was growing a lot taller. And then right now it looks like the leaves are like going inward, which it wasn't doing, so I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eye on it, but I may be moving that. Down here I have syngoniums. In the middle I just have a regular syngonium, and then on the left and the right they're both white butterfly syngoniums. I love this guy. So, so, so cute. Beautiful leaves. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I have gotten this from Hertz, and it also came with that one over there, and then this middle one is from Trader Joe's, and they're all doing really, really well. They all have a ton of new growth, so I feel like this spot is good for them, like they don't need too much light. And then to the right of that, I have just this little hidden corner right here, and it's not really ever that bright here, but this plant does really well here. It's my peace lily, and some of the leaves are really, really huge. It's got a ton of blooms, and I think it's just a good spot for it. It was somewhere else and it wasn't doing as good, and actually it was on my nightstand not doing as good, and then ever since I moved it, it started having blooms, so I'm really happy about that. And then above it is my baby mother plant, the golden pothos, and she's just super long. My plan is to let this trail a lot longer, and then what I want to do is hang it up there, and I think that would just look super, super cute in my apartment, or I could even hang it on the curtain rod, who knows. But yeah, I really love that. Then when you go over here, I have this little hallway, not even hallway, this little area right here where I do have a lot of plants, and I'll go through what I have here. On this console table, I have my pink syngonium. I don't know if it's a pink splash, I guess it is, but it's so, so, so beautiful. I'm obsessed with the colorings on this. Like, look at that leaf right there. Have you ever seen anything so cute? I just love it. And this is like my favorite syngonium of all the ones I have. I feel like I have a lot of syngoniums because I do really well with them. They always thrive in my apartment. I don't know why. Maybe they're just so easy to take care of. I really love this plant. I'm excited for it to get bigger because I do want to like propagate it and have multiples of this one because I just love it. Over here I have my little Pilea peperomoides family. This is the first Pilea that I've ever gotten. She did have all these pups, so I did separate them already, but these are going to be ready to be given as gifts or to be sold, so I'm really excited about that. Ton of new growth in it. Like, these leaves right here are new, and then that one has new leaf in the middle, and then even this one you can see has a new leaf coming in the middle, so they're all doing really, really well right there. To the right of that I have, this is my Monstera Adansonii propagation. I just had one leaf fall off of the other plant, and I rooted it in water, and it already rooted, and then I just planted it in here. And I just think it's cute. I don't know what it's gonna do, but we'll see. And right here I have my Gold Illusion Syngonium. This one I got from Plantarina, and I really, really love it because of the colors. If you see it in person, it's a really, really nice color. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's really, really bright. And then it's got a ton of new growth unrolling. Literally all the plants I got from Plantarina are just thriving. Like, I didn't even do anything to them and they're just doing so well. So much new growth. And if you haven't seen, I posted a new growth video, so you can go check that out. Above that, I have these two like wooden shelves that I got from Amazon. Right here, I have a Potospictus, and this is from Plantarina as well. I've already taken so many cuttings from this and it's still growing and it's super, super full. Every day I look at it, it's got new growth. There's new growth right there. This is a new growth. Like, I mean, it's just insane. It's growing so, so, so fast. I'm really, really happy about that because I just think the leaves like shine in person. They're gorgeous. Right here, I have just like some of those leaves propagating in water. I'll probably be able to plant it soon. And then behind it, I have a little propagation station. And right here, I have some string of hearts cuttings. I literally just did this a couple days ago and it's already rooting a little bit. So I'm really happy. And when I did propagate it, it didn't have that growth right there. So they're just thriving in there. They're doing really, really well. Can't wait to plant those. And right next to that, I believe this is a Pothos Enjoy plant. I just recently got this one. I'm excited for it to get fuller and start trailing so I can take some cuttings from it, but I just love the colors on that. So, so, so cute. Above that, I have my string of hearts. This one I got at an Etsy shop and it's doing really, really well in this corner. It grows every single day. I check it, there's brand new growth and I keep taking cuttings from it and it's doing really well. I've cut from it twice and then my plan is to take cuttings and then plant them next to it, so it could be a very full plant, so we'll see how that turns out. And then I have just some cactuses. This one, let me bring this down. Plant is not doing well and I ended up giving it to my boyfriend because I literally cannot take care of it. I had it and it was super, super full. Like, it had a ton of leaves right there. It was pink. It's not even pink anymore. And I believe it's a Hypoestes or polka dot plant and I just cannot take care of it. But ever since I gave it to him, he cut it back and look, there's new growth right there. So hopefully it does get full again and that would be super, super pretty. We'll see what happens. Next to that is just a really big snake plant. It's got one really big leaf and then a bunch of little ones. So probably be able to propagate that one soon because that leaf is just way too tall. Look at that. It's crazy. So that's this area right here. And then if you zoom in around and turn around, this is like my little dining room area. But you know what, I have to show you guys this little leaf plate. How cute is this? I got it at IKEA and I just think it's adorable. So I have it as like my little centerpiece stand. And then I have a Marble Queen Pothos. This is a cutting from my main plant, which I'll show you guys soon. But look at all this new growth. It's so adorable. It's got two new leaves right there. This is a brand new leaf. It's just doing so well over here. I think all pothos do so well in my apartment. I don't know why. So I love this one. I probably will sell it eventually, but since I have like so many pothos plants and I have the mother of this, so we'll see. And then behind here I have just this little shelf, but I do want to show you guys one little plant. First of all, how cute is this planter? I'm obsessed with it. I got it at Target. I planted these Potospictus propagations that I had already rooted and they're doing so well in here, and it's got, if you can see right there, it's got new growth coming. So this is my first rooted planted Potospictus. I'm really happy about that. And then up here I have just like a little cactus and a hole in the wall, but I don't even know what this one is. Just a little succulent. So then to the left of my dining room table, I have a Domino peace lily, and this one I just am obsessed with because seriously, look at that leaf. Like, it's so beautiful. It pushes out a ton of new growth all the time. These are all new and they're getting like even more and more variegated. So I think it really likes this corner over here and it's just thriving. So I love that one. And then up here I have my Alocasia Poly. Love this plant. Also got it at Hertz, and purple underside is just absolutely beautiful. And I have it here because I heard that it doesn't do well in too much sunlight. So I feel like it's far enough away from my window that it should do okay over here. We'll see how it does. It's a pretty new plant, but it does have this new leaf unrolling right here. So I'm happy about that. This one's pretty new as well. So I think it's gonna do well here, but we'll see. This one may have to be moved depending how it does. Since it's pretty new to me, I don't know yet. And then you swing around and I have a dead terrarium right here. It used to have a cactus, but I forgot to water it and it's pretty much dead. So I'll probably plant something cute in there soon. And then in my kitchen, I do have a few things. So I probably should have shown this plant first because I love it, but this is my Calathea Macoyana, and it's the peacock Calathea. Her leaves are literally unreal, but I keep her here in my kitchen because it's where she's been doing the best. Like, I've had her in a few places and she wasn't doing that great, and then I moved her over here maybe like 3 months ago, and ever since she's been thriving. When I do forget to water her, she definitely lets me know with some of that browning on her leaves, but besides that, she does really well because she's right next to my little coffee pot tea maker, whatever. It heats up water, and the steam I feel like really helps because it likes humidity. So I think that's what's pretty much been keeping her thriving. And then I just have this little succulent right here, and then I have some pothos propagations. Those actually fell off of the plant, so I didn't even mean to cut them, so we'll see what even happens with that. And then if you swing around and you look above my fridge, I've got my marble queen pothos, the mother plants, and then I have another golden pothos propagation that I planted. So I've got a ton of pothos all over the place. This is a little fake plant, but I probably should make a real one eventually. But yeah, so that's that. All right, so the last thing is my bathroom, but I have these begonias in here because they were not doing well in my bedroom. So I'm testing out the humidity in here, might help them out. I got these at Hertz, and I also have this one right here. They're just not doing great. If you guys have any tips, please let me know. I feel like a lot of the leaves are dying after some time. I did cut this one back a lot because a lot of them were dying, so I don't really know what's going on with them, but it does seem like ever since I brought them into the bathroom, they've been doing a little bit better. So hopefully it stays that way. Here I just have my Monstera adansonii. It always has been doing well in here just because it's not getting sunlight, and I heard they don't really do well with sun, so keep them in full shade. It does get some light from, you know, the bathroom light, but not much. And I'm excited for this one to start trailing. Alright guys, so that's everything. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave today. I do post new videos every single Thursday and Sunday at 4 p.m. So that's always exciting. And once me and my friend, I already hit 500 subscribers, but once she hits 500 subscribers, we're going to be doing an Amazon gift card giveaway. So definitely make sure you check out her channel. I'll link it down below. Her name is Amaryllis and she's amazing. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you made it all the way to the end, make sure you comment down below and let me know, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.